I tell you what, it's hotter than hell in Georgia right now. Well, in the basement of the shop at least, it's a little hot. My name, Dumpster Kitties, DK for short. It's a random name came up with. Also my Xbox Live gamer tag. If you're interested, let me move something real fast. Sorry, that was a pan for a fire pit. Kind of bumping into it. Sorry. Bell buckle likes to pull the hair out of my belly, so I kind of tuck it in there from time to time. But anyways, first video ever on YouTube. No editing, no nothing like that. This is not a review video, but more of a hands-on opinion video. I have a Palmetto State GF3 AK. Might be asking, why don't you have a 4 or a 5? Well, I don't know. A while back, I have an AR that I got into the trade. It was a Windham weaponry, not the best brand AR, and I felt it was a decent trade for the GF3. It still has a forged trunnion, which is the biggest thing you need to worry about when purchasing an AK. Do not ever get a cast trunnion AK. If you need more explanation on that, I think Brandon Herrera, AK guy, has a video on why you should go with the forged trunnion. I mean, it's stronger. It's safer. You won't have a chance of it blowing up in your face if you don't go with a cast. So the forged trunnion, way to go. But anyways, recently installed a ALG trigger, which is a bunch of videos about that, so this isn't the main focus. But there are minimal videos on the Palmetto State Armory Billet aluminum handguard. I don't know who makes it, but it is on their website labeled as a Palmetto State Armory Billet handguard for the AK. I think this will fit on most AKM variants. As far as the washer goes and the other variants of the AK that different countries have made, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think it'll work, but if you're looking for your Palmetto State Armory, blessed be thy gun, I believe this is going to be a good option. I like it because it's not a long tubular handguard. I don't really find those to be very visually attractive, and also you don't need that much handguard for your AK. Everybody has their own opinion. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes, so get what you want. But if you're here to have an opinion on this, a little better. If you're here to have an opinion on this handguard, whether you should get it or not, allow me to help you. I found one video where a gentleman put it on his AKV. I think that's what the 9mm is. But I didn't really find any other ones. I think Palmetto State Armory had a video of installing this, but I couldn't find it. Now, that might just be me because, well, America. Anyway, or, well, Southern America. Anyways, I'm not trying to say I'm slow or anything, but before I get too deep, Jesus, I swear I can English. Before I get too deep into this, I'm thirsty. Remember, do not get drunk and try to handle your firearms. I have no ammo around. The magazine is empty and the gun is clear. I'll show all that before I start, but I'm thirsty, so one more. That golden coarse goodness. Anyways, so let's get started. This here is the GF3. There is the ALG trigger. Let's see if I got it. Oh yeah. Very crisp, very clean. I love it. And then there's this beauty. Attached to it is an Odin Olight Mini. If you haven't gotten it yet, this is a poverty build, according to the standards of today. I am considered a poor. I'm not sponsored. I don't make a lot of money, but I do make enough money to support my habits. To further enforce the poor standard, AC Unity Gen 2 bolt hold open magazine. It has reinforced front metal lip, reinforced rear lip, sadly polymer, well, I'll go polymer, feed lips, but it also has a metal reinforced last round bolt hold open. Have not torture tested this. Every day at the range I use this mag and it's held up fine. I've had no issues with it. Oh, how about that? Also, I think it's a GF3 thing with the bolt. There's a little bit of slop in the piston and the actual bolt carrier group itself that kind of it snags up on. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. That's a palmetto state thing. This handguard is the main focus of this video because I haven't really found any kind of opinions on it. I had a slight issue installing it, a small hiccup. The takedown lever was fighting me going down, and you never want to force this thing into place. It should just rock down and lock into place. I had to wiggle the bottom and top together and figure out that fine sweet spot, and I also may have tapped it a little bit with a hammer. Just a little bit. But anyways, got on, didn't break anything. Everything is snug as a bug in a rug. And let me take my cuties thing knot off. Something's wiggling in there, but I don't think it's a handguard. I think that is actually pretty good. I don't know what's jingling, but this handguard is actually really, really sturdy. I don't feel any side-to-side movement. Bless me. Sorry, excuse-moi. I don't feel any side-to-side movement. I don't feel any wobble when I'm shouldering it, but I like it. Now, I could be crazy. Some people have called me that, mostly ex-girlfriends. That's our secret. Might just be me, but I think this is actually lighter than the Magpul furniture. I had the gray furniture on there when I got it in the trade. Obviously, you can tell. Not really a huge fan of it, mostly because I needed a top rail, and I figured if I was changing the top part of my handguard, I might as well just put something else on there entirely. And Palmetto State Armory happened to have the Billet Handguard at a good price that I just could not pass up. Now I could have gone with the Midwest Industries. They're probably better name anyways, but just as good, right? Just as good. And plus, it's a Palmetto State Armory AK. I might as well put their Billet Handguard on their gun. To me, it just makes sense. The price is a little cheaper than the Midwest Industries by about 60 bucks, 50 bucks, 40 bucks. I don't know. But the whole theme of this is poverty built because Odin, Vortex, Crossfire 2, and, well, they came with the Magpul furniture anyways. But the ALG trigger, I love. My opinion on the Billet Handguard, if you're on the fence about getting one, I would do it. I would pick one up in a heartbeat and throw it on your AK. Don't have to take it to a gunsmith. These are things you can put on really, really easily. I'm not going to do an install video because the install videos are out there. Palmetto State Armory. I swear I can English. Sometimes. They did have a video at one point in time showing how to install. There is another guy who I might link his video, pin it in the comment below. Not that it's important, this video is going to get a lot of views or anything. I'll pin his video, the install, in the top comment or the description, whatever. First video. I'll figure out how that works later. Anyways, I'll give you the information for that, and you can put it on. He has an AKV or P, I think it's a V, the 9mm, that he puts it on, and it goes smooth as butter for him. Follow his video to a T. It is completely correct. But for most AKM variants, I think this should drop right in. There should be no issues. The ALG trigger, I love the reset. I love the trigger pull. It's phenomenal. I like it a lot more than the stock AK trigger. I went ahead and threw that motherfucker in the garbage. I'm just kidding. I actually put it in my spare parts bin because if I come across an AK kit that doesn't have a trigger or something weird, I've got a backup. But for what it is, I like it. Heavily recommend it. I'm going to put this down. I swear I've only had a handful of those. I'm only 7 deep in a 6-pack, I swear. Anyhow, yeah, if you wanted an opinion, you needed to know what somebody else thought of a product before you bought it. I like it. If it's good, it feels good, and it looks good, which is, I guess, the most important thing. I have not had a chance to take it out to the range because it is, what, 9 o'clock at night? Oh, it is 10 o'clock at night. I need to get home. I've been here at work a little too late. But, yeah, that's my opinion. I will take it out to the range, hopefully this weekend, if I don't have to work Saturday. God. And then I'll give you a follow-up video on how well it held up, if I noticed any kind of wobble. I did use blue Loctite on all the screws when putting the handguard together. There are 6 in total, 3 in the front, 3 in the rear. That might have been overkill, but at the same time, better to put it on now rather than go to the range and have these little screws fall out down the road. One other thing that I did put on the AK, is the bolt extension. I do really, really like that. It just gives a little more meat to grab onto. You know, that hook, there's no problem with the original factory AK charging handle, but I do like to have that. Now, this is one with a flat bottom, not a fat bottom girl, but a flat bottom girl. No one likes a flat bottom girl. Unless you're a flat bottom girl, then you have to live with yourself. I'm sorry. But this is apparently supposed to be designed to be used with the Magpul stock. I don't understand why. But I mean, I guess if you have last round bolt hold open and it does that, then it should be fine. But at the same time, it's the butt pad. Pain in the butt. But I am getting rid of that thing and putting a black fixed polymer stock on here because that's just what I like. I think it looks better with the handguard. I'm also probably going to go ahead and get rid of the Magpul grip. I think I may have talked about that. I don't know. Probably not. I might go with a US Palm. I might go with a Magpul K2 because I like that rubberized grip. Have one on an AR-15, and I just love it. It feels great. Or I might go the Zentico, however the hell you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm a Southern man. I don't English very well, or Russian very well either. I might even go with the Fab Defense. I haven't decided. I have to get my hands on some things in order to make a final decision. Grips aren't something I usually buy online just because I don't really like buying something more than once. But for what it is, if you came here for an opinion, love the handguard, would absolutely get it. You don't need my opinion on the ALG trigger. ALG trigger speaks for itself. They sell thousands or hundreds of thousands of them for a reason. Blessed be thy. I get another AK, I will throw another ALG trigger in there. Unless it happens to come with the Chapco G2. And then I'll make a comparison video. Don't know if one of those exists. I'll find out after this video. But, yeah. That's that. And, have a good night. I appreciate it. I want to turn this thing off. Right there.